Alright, it's starting to get a bit dark. We got our box back together. The next step for us, this is our adapter kit from Mark's 4-wheel drives. This is what adapts it to the Landcruiser transfer case. This plate goes on the back of the box, adapts to the 6-bolt pattern on the 4L80. And then this bad boy bolts on like that onto that plate. And then your transfer case bolts onto that surface there. That's the mounting point for the 4-wheel drive selector. So we clean this up. You do need to put RTV on these faces to actually seal that unit there, because that is a wet area. And then you've got a seal there for the output shaft that seals it when you put it in. So we'll get some RTV out and we'll get onto that, get that together and get the transfer case on. And it's more or less ready to go back in the car, so we'll have to push it back inside and get ready to get the box back in the car. Alright guys, nearly 11 o'clock at night now. We've got the gearbox back in, everything's hooked up, and we're pretty much ready to fire it up and see how it goes and hopefully see if we've got any gears. Topped it up with fluid, so we'll see how it goes. Right, put my all-wheel drive knob back on there. That's a good sign so far. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that loaded up. We've got reverse. We've got forward gears. And we've got a speed signal. And would you believe it, that the speed signal is actually almost right. There's a gear change. Signal's just a little bit out, but that'll be enough. That will be good enough for us to take it for a test drive and just see, make sure that all the gears are there and they're not slipping or doing anything silly. So far successful. We'll leave that running and park just to check that oil level now that it should have filled up the converter and actually run the oil through the rest of the box. Chuck the camera up here. That's low, so we'll top that up and then we should be able to take it for a test drive. Alright, time for a test drive. I can already tell sitting here that that vibration is gone. It's been there from the start, so the fact that it's gone, I am stoked about. That is excellent news. Well, reverse is good. Let's see how we go. So I just gave it, we'll give it a load up in first. Fucking, ooh. Yeah, it's got no problem in first, so first isn't slipping at all. Alright, I'm really hoping that this should go just nicely. Alright, so we'll give it a run through the gears here. So there we go. So that's back to first gear now. Second. Third. There's fourth. Excellent. It's not slipping in any of the gears. Call that a success so far. Very happy. So there we go, guys. Back from our test drive before. I went and had dinner and had a shower and stuff and got sorted out. So yeah, successful drive. Very happy with the box. Everything's all good. There was that small issue with the speedo being slightly out. I didn't film it, but I have actually corrected that in HP tuners. I just did some calculations to figure out the different drive ratio and set it up, and happy with the speedo calibration now. So it is midnight. I was going to head to bed, but I think I might try and do a little bit more. So next up, we'll probably replace these melted shocky rubbers. Just get a little bit more progress happening. All right. Dark. Try and see that. Get my trusty torch here. And there we have it. Brand new Noel Lefane shocky rubbers. Hopefully they survived the heat a bit better than these ones did. As you can see, they are very sad. Not at all happy. On the driver's side, it's pretty perished. Not real happy either. So those bushes came in a set. I'm thinking I might as well replace the bottom ones while I'm going. These ones obviously are pretty perished and old. They've been on there for quite a few years now. So I might as well just do the bottom ones while they're here. Well, that was a total waste of fucking time. Turns out the difference in height with these new bushes means you can't actually get them on the bottom. I don't know what the go is there, except that modern manufacturing is lazy as fuck. They don't actually make things to suit specific vehicles anymore. They just make generic shit. And that's why you always struggle to make things fit. And it just becomes a pain in the ass. So just going to leave the bottom ones alone. They're not too bad because they weren't subjected to the same heat that these top ones were. So yeah, we'll just leave that alone and move on. Next thing on the list is going to be that power steering pump, but it's quite a bit of work to get that off, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. So we'll get stuck back into it tomorrow and get some more stuff done. So after my attempt the other night to change the shocky bushes top and bottom, the top ones were fine, and then we had that issue with the bottom ones. Well, when I took it for a test drive, we had a bit of an issue. As you can see, that is supposed to have a nut, a bush, and a retainer on it, and it is gone. And it might be hard to see on the camera. I'll show you when I get it out. That is very stripped. So I didn't want to, but we have 2 brand new shock absorbers to replace these ones. We are hoping that they actually will help the handling quite a bit, because this thing's always been a little bit sort of wandery on the road. It sort of rocks around and does weird stuff over bumps. We're hoping that this should help it. On the list for later on is a caster correction kit for it, because I don't believe it has one since it was lifted. It's only a 2-inch lift, but it is enough that it does affect them. Anyway, we'll get these shocks out and get the new ones in. There we have it, folks. Brand new shock absorbers. Flash as a rat with a gold tooth. So I didn't use the new rubbers that came with these shocks. I did use the Nolithane ones, or urethane, whatever they are, that we bought, just to see if they handle that heat a bit better than the rubber ones did. We are hoping that with the heat wrapping and stuff like that, these ones should survive a lot better than the last set did. So last step is just to take it for a test drive and see how she goes. But before I do that, before I get the engine hot, I might give a little bit of a detail under here, try and clean some stuff up a little, because we're thinking about taking it to a local car meet tomorrow night. So we want it looking pretty spick and span under there. Done! Look how clean it is now. Real nice. And that's it. Probably try and get some footage if we go to the meet tomorrow. Try and see some cool cars. We'll be back soon.